Hi everybody, I'd like to get through a few reviews for you today. First of all, I have for you, I thought this would be a great book for Easter. Big Kids Coloring Book, Antique, Classic, and Vintage Toys. Games We Loved as Children, Volume 1. Now there's 2 volumes of this book. This is by our own Dawn Boyer, who, as we all know, is an extremely talented artist as well as colorist. Lots of info in her books, gives you a history of the toys. She always does a great job of researching her information. I'd like you to check her out on Amazon. She's got tons of great books out, many of which I have reviewed, as well as multiple more to come. Cute little plane, right? I noticed most of these, I don't know if all of them, because I'm discovering this with you, have, here, let me get a little closer, have, oh, I remember these. I love these. My girls have one of these. Have borders around them. It looks like all of them do. Little washing tub. Miniature wash tubs and ringers were created in the image of larger models, so little girls could learn through play. So on the left side of the page, the back side of the picture, she has, from the opposing page, a definition of where the toy came from and what it was intended for. Remember your barrel full of monkeys? We have our cart with blocks. Still use those. Who doesn't love a good vintage toy car? Love it. And who doesn't love a baby doll? And tell me, isn't this baby doll creepy looking? Not that your drawing is. I'm sure it looked like this back then. One of those ceramic Christmas trees with the little bulbs on top. My dad made one of those after he got terminally ill. Another Wonder washing machine. And here you have one of the automated toys where you got the clapping of the cymbals and the pitter-patter of the drum. And here you've got a hard-working mommy's always needed help with the baby. So nanny doll is just as essential to take care of the baby doll as the carriage was to comfort a fretting child. That's interesting, isn't it? Oh, and of course the pool toys. Still have a couple of those in the house. Here's a bunny, a fat hollow ball-like, contained painted with animal figures, allowed parents and gift givers to tuck candies to delight the children. So instead of an Easter basket. Here's an elephant. Ooh, trunk down. Don't like that. And who doesn't remember the magnificent Etch-a-Sketch? And here's a seaplane, or a ski plane. This is a little baby doll scale. A pretend iron. Cool. Horse on wheels. This is what they used to sit on to learn to balance. We all love the Jack in the Box, don't we? I don't want a clown jumping out, but maybe something else. Oh my God. Even as adults, me and my sister used to play this a lot when our kids were little. We used to get a cutting board down on the floor when the kids were playing, and her and I would sit there and play jacks. Wonderful memories. I have a lot of good memories with my sister. Kaleidoscope. I love those. Still love them. We used to go to Cedar Point every year when the kids were young. Just her and me. Left the kids at home with Dad for a week. So much fun. Here's a wind-up toy that was entertaining. Marbles. Oh my goodness. The fights we used to have over marbles on the playground. A mixer. The music. Crank music box. Oh, the stove for the little girl and boy. And the carriage. It's great that she has all these little definitions, and you can take notes of your own. So if you have it says tell a story about a toy that you played with as a child. She gives you a spot to put down your own memories of the toys that you might have played with as a child. Many of these, which I have. But I thought this would be great for Easter. A lot of great toys in here. And they look really, really charming. Oh, and the rings. We still use these today. They're great for hand-eye coordination, color teaching, teaching size, all kinds of things. Here's another hand-eye coordination game. You guys remember those? When they're fluid filled and you got to put the rings on the little thing inside there. And then the little sewing machine for little ones. On the shape sorter. We have several of those in our house as well. Still trying to get the hang of those. They're best at throwing the pieces all over. A sled. The stove. Toy bears. Still around. They became popular when President Teddy Roosevelt refused to kill a bear during a hunting trip in the Midwest. I didn't realize that. Oh, and the phone, we have that. Oh, and the Nutcracker tin bowling pin game. Spinning tops. Remember those? Used to pump them. Tricycle. Didn't everybody have a tricycle? Again, another little sewing machine. Well-educated young ladies learn the needle arts. And young girls were expected to learn to use a sewing machine. We still use one of these, a Viewmaster. Sorry, my swollen hands. Sliding ladders are a fun addition to the backyard swing set. And for toddlers, the plastic sets that were barely 2 feet tall were excellent places to start backyard adventures. I don't believe I've ever seen one of these. Interesting. Of course, snow globes. They've been around for over 100 years. I could tell you a story about a snow globe, but I don't think you'd all believe me. But it was an antique one from, well, it was an antique vintage from 1946 Paris that I brought back from a trip in 1999. I no longer have it, thanks to my mother. That's all I'm going to say about that. Paper dolls. Loved paper dolls. Can't wait to play with paper dolls with my twin granddaughters, who are napping right now. And then with that, she gives you a bonus section. This is one of her lovely pictures from fairy houses and fairy doors. Again, I would encourage you to check her out on Amazon. She has multiple great books out. I'm sure most of you have seen beautiful colored pages from them. I love this. Her Colonial Williamsburg, Virginia book. Love that book. Oh, and here's some grayscale book. And on the back page, if you're interested in learning more, oh, I'm so sorry about my swollen hands. About the author, our friend Dawn, there's a whole blib on the back here. She is an extremely educated, well-versed woman. I encourage you to look her up. Thanks, y'all.